Good evening, Calvary. This is Jeff Price, and I do a ministry in the east side of Aurora to refugee families in an apartment complex. And this started about 4 years ago upon visiting the apartments, and there was a rack full of bikes with flat tires, and God told me to come back and fix bicycles. And I didn't understand what that was, but coming back with some tools and a bike pump and some patches, I came back into that area and was in the courtyard in the apartments, and some kids came up and asked me what I'm doing, and I said, I'm fixing bicycles. You got one? And they said, yeah. And so I fixed about 4 or 5 bikes that night, and they asked me if I'm coming back, and that was 4 years ago. And I've been coming back just about every week to the apartments. And a ministry has opened up through this bicycle, and I get to talk to children about Jesus who are Muslims, who are Hindus, who are Buddhists, from Africa. We got Somalia and Congo and Ethiopia, Nepal and Burma, and low-income families. And so through this ministry, we get to reach out to kids and to fulfill the commandment of what Jesus says, in that we are to love our neighbor. And the ministry is continued on through the winter time, and it's too cold to fix bicycles. The kids are not outside, so we knock on doors and visit families and see what the needs are and spend time with the families. And I am looking so forward to the warmer weather coming up, to where we can do a lot of the outside ministry for the kids. And we'll do games, we'll do different activities, and we're praying through to do VBS for the children right there at their own apartment. So we can do this VBS, and Muslim kids would come to it, the Buddhist kids would come to it, because it's going to be fun for the children, and it's a way to reach out. And I want to thank you, Calvary, for all of the donations that you've been bringing in, bicycle, clothing, even winter coats, and this has all been helpful for the children. So you are invited to come out whenever you would like. There's some information at the ministry table, and come talk to me and I'll tell you all about it. And we have some great opportunities. And for the future of this, the Lord's been putting on my heart that can we raise up teams and send teams out into Aurora, East Aurora, to apartment buildings and do the exact same thing. So this is my prayer, that God will expand this and use this type of a ministry to reach the lost children here in Aurora through a bicycle refugee ministry.